Alright, final ranges of motion in the iliofemoral joint. So we went through flexion, extension, medial, and lateral rotation. Finally, we have AB and ABD duction. Abduction, adduction. You can think of it as ab away, add towards, abduction, adduction. So to stretch and improve that, we can do it a couple ways. If standing's available, you can use a wall or not, doesn't matter. Stand, bring the stretch side behind and across the other leg. This is going to probably cause your hips to go with it. Try not. Try to keep your hips facing forward. Try to step that foot as far away from the straight standing foot. If this is what's available, this is why you'd be doing this, because you want to really maximize 2 feet, 3 feet if you can of distance between the feet without compromising the rotation in the hips. So once this feels good, maybe it's already a stretch, maybe you don't want to go further. If you can, it's available. Sit up nice and tall, use the wall if you want, send your hips this direction, the opposite of the foot, and send your upper body the same direction as the foot. So it's going to get a deep lateral body stretch to stretch out the glutes, stretch out your, I don't like saying IT band, it's the muscles that attach to the IT band like your TFL. That's why we'd be doing that. So make sure you do to both whatever your goals are. So send the hips the opposite as the foot, and the upper body the same as the foot, and you can add your arm if it's available. Just get a nice gentle stretch, holding all of these, of course, 30 to 90 seconds. To get the inner legs, you can of course just stand like this, just do a nice little gentle stretch. 30 seconds is great. Of course, doing both sides. Same muscle group. My favorite way to do it, because it's so passive, to get up real close to the wall. You get your booty right against the wall. Send your legs up the wall. If this is not available, make sure you practice this. Holding again up to 90 seconds, maybe longer. And then when that's not a challenge for you, allow your legs to relax off to the side. You're gonna get a wicked inner thigh stretch, lengthening your adductors. So you're in a deep abduction, lengthening your inner thighs. You could probably do something like this to do what we just did standing, if you need it more passively. Most likely a tensor band, something that looks a little bit like this is gonna be better. So you can lay on your back, loop it around. If you got something stronger than a band like this, like a strap, a yoga strap, would be good. But this is one excellent passive way to stretch instead of the standing one I demonstrated earlier. Of course, doing that to both sides. And why do this? Well, if you're not doing it, good reason to do it. And then more to that, how often does the body get to lengthen? If you're not doing yoga, if you're not involved in activities that they naturally incorporate lots of different areas of the body. So if you're not already in that, this is a really good little starter of things I should try before coming in to see someone like me who loves a good challenge. So if you're already doing this, this is where I can excel and help you. But this is the starter. If you're restricted in certain movements, that's definitely what I'm considering when you're having pains. If your range of motion is limited, it means it's going to affect your walk. It's definitely going to not just be obvious, because a lot of times we avoid pain. So if there's discomforts that are showing up, we avoid those. And so it's usually because it's actually lengthening a muscle that's not used to it. It doesn't like that, so it's sending pain signals. And so definitely, if your legs don't stretch very far, and how I check that is you're laying on your back completely. I take your stretch leg. I'm going to do a little 30 degrees of external rotation, and then I'm just going to pull it away from the body. If it doesn't go very far, or I use my table as a measurement, if it doesn't at least pass the table, yeah, you're very restricted. Of course, that has a lot to do with what your concerns are bringing you in to see me for. So the earlier you can start on things such as these stretches and demonstrate really healthy ranges of motion, then we can actually help with fine-tuning different vertebrae. So perhaps there is something up the chain, but most often when people are having discomforts, it has a lot to do with the center of the body. So in osteopathy, we target the bone alignment, and in massage therapy, we definitely target muscles. So I'm coming back with both those backgrounds, and it's essentially helping me navigate areas, tunnels, I call them, tunnels of treatment planning. So sometimes we might follow the muscle route, sometimes we might follow a visceral or fascial route. There's so many ways to get to alignment. That's all I'm looking for, balance, alignment. And so start with these ranges of motions. There should be 6 of them: flexion, extension, medial and lateral rotation, and AB and adduction, abduction and adduction. 6 of them. So look for all those videos. Start there, and that's all of your homework I'll probably be giving you within the first 1 to 2 sessions I see you, especially for hip discomforts, back discomforts, sometimes knee discomfort. So if you're limited in range of motion, that is exactly why you should do it. If it's painful, don't go to pain, go to comfort. So if you don't have that far to stretch, if, say, for example, just going over here is the stretch, then let that be something that feels good. If you need to put something down so that it's not so intense, that's an idea. Just go gentle with it. Try the ones I've demonstrated, and then book your appointment, myislandmo.com, to reach different goals.